Hello, Victor here, RestoringMercedes.com. Today I'm going to test drive this 600 SEL 1992, the first gen, built in the second month of 1992. Beautiful condition vehicle. Needs a little cleanup, but other than that, it's all there. Minimal wear. 122,000 miles. I just, you know, got the lights done and just put on. I actually shut down the air conditioner. Very nice. I mean, dark interior, dark beige, dark brown, not dark brown, brown interior, let's say. A headrest, one of them does not work, unfortunately. One works, one doesn't. Well, we'll just bring them both up then, just to make them even. Okay, before we go and test drive this, we're going to look at the live readings from the engine. So first bank, I mean, this is the LH2. The reason I wanted to drive this is that self-adaptation was, they were, you know, erased, so they were set to 0, and I do want to see duty cycle a little higher, and the engine isn't warmed up fully yet, but it needs thermostat. This car needs thermostat because the temperature takes a long time to warm up the engine itself, so we need to be over 80 degrees. So that is also a condition for adaptations to be set, right? So based on the oxygen sensors, we have proper readouts, so I'm okay with that. It's just that the duty cycle, I would like to see it being around 50, give or take. Obviously that would be ideal. So same on this side, slightly different, better duty cycle. But this is a really nice example here. The engine runs like pretty much ideal, nearly ideal. Well, given the age, the car is 31 years old at this point. And upper harness was replaced. Mass airflow sensor harnesses, those were done by somebody. They actually replaced the whole engine harness all the way to the computer box. So it's a huge job. These harnesses are no longer available for years now, but somebody did it, I guess, years ago. And also, it feels that there are no vacuum leaks. An intake manifold was resealed because, you know, if I open up the oil filler cap here, I do see the change in my readings. So I'm not gonna do adaptations while having the computer connected. It's just like, it's gonna take too much. I don't want to run all these wires and what have you. So I'm going to do it just driving the car, and then once it's, you know, once I'm done, then I'm going to read it again and see if adaptations had been learned. Alright, so I'm gonna pause this video, disconnect the computer, and then go for a ride. Okay, now we're in the car. Let's just try to set the camera down somewhere, and then maybe, where do I set it? Okay, well, I'm trying to set it somewhere. It's not gonna be probably the most straight setup, but something like this should be good enough. That is just to show that the engine, I mean, I am driving the car physically. Now, the shifter bushings, they need to be done because shifter linkage here is loose. But other than that, engagement in reverse was good. I didn't feel any kind of abnormalities. Yeah, suspension was repaired because it was in the stiff mode set up. It was not set up in stiff mode. It was just like, you know, stuck, because one of the struts in the front had an issue with the solenoid. But an exhaust needs a little work. That's the case here. Shift was nice. First to second to third was great. Car drives nice and soft. Yes, very nice. All right. Now my temperature is coming up to over 80 degrees, which is what I need. So yeah, very nice. This is a proper S-Class now. Close the window. There are some things to be done to this vehicle, no question about it. But yeah, now it floats, which is good. I feel a little bit on the front left suspension, slight thumping, so maybe some bushings or the stabilizer bar links. Nothing to be major, but it's like I do feel that. So yeah, very nice. Brakes are nice. Yep, brakes straight. No noises from the rear, which is very nice to see and hear and feel, of course, because rears, the struts in the back, those are always an issue with these vehicles. And accumulators seem to be fine. And again, this is the first gen, so this one drives, to my personal feel, is the first generations 92 to 96, 95, 92 to 95. They drive slightly softer, I think. They're more like, they're more like, not smoother, but softer. I would say softer. That would be a proper word. Like it floats more. And I do prefer this kind of ride, to be honest, because I feel that the S-Class, to my personal beliefs, should be smooth as a boat. But if you hit suspension button right here, it becomes stiffer. And if you want to like have a little stiffer suspension, you have that option, because this suspension does work. I can activate the light, I can activate the suspension, car becomes stiffer. So comfort and sport, if you will, back in 1992, that was the implementation, right? The engine, I feel like pretty much nothing. Engine mounts on this car, they're good. And transmission mount probably also is good. The pickup is great. Cruise control works. Mass airflow sensor harnesses, like I said, they were done. The engine harness was done. Lower harness to be done, needs to be done. So that is a fact, but that can be done whenever I can get it done, or whatever. It just needs to be repaired. So yeah, I just got to my place here that I have to go to a store for a minute. But other than that, we're good to go. For now, I'm gonna go back home, and then I'm going to I'm going to look up at the adaptation values. All right, probably gonna make another addition to this video, and well, we'll give it a go. So far so good, and my temperature is rising. That's important. All right, so we're gonna start the car again, and we go back home. Hold the lights lit. Everything's good here. Again, same setup. Probably gonna put this. I'm gonna stop by another store, but again, the purpose of this video is just to show that I am actually driving this car. Yeah, reverse works pretty good actually. So because these transmissions are known for reverse issues, so they had issues with reverse gears. Let's go this way. Yeah, the acceleration is very nice and linear. Feels really nice. Yeah, this car is nice. I like the way it drives. Pleasant, very pleasant machine. Exhaust, yeah. Exhaust needs some work. The transmission feels good. It holds that gear before we go too fast. Acceleration, because these cars are known to go into the fourth gear very quickly. Yeah, this transmission feels like it works like a new car transmission, which is nice. Okay, let me put the camera down now again. Alright, something so it doesn't fall. Come on, buddy, please stay. Something like this. That is the camera. This is regular, just a phone, which is sitting just on the tiny little handheld tripod, and it's basically loose. And I'm going over big bumps now, and it's pretty good. You go over big bumps. Yeah. Yeah, I think I just heard slight noise up front. Sway bar links most likely. I haven't looked at the suspension at all, so I didn't look what's going on underneath there. My thing here is, like I said, just to make sure that the engine itself performs properly and it works properly, and that's what I'm doing. That is the agenda for today, for the engine performance. So it just runs like a sewing machine, drives with the proper pickup, proper power, which is fine here, and yeah, it's pretty nice. Once exhaust is taken care of, then it will be really nice. But again, it's not the end of the world. Exhaust is underneath a couple of pipes, and that's it. Call it a day. Okay, so there's some road construction coming up. Yeah, this is nice. It's a nice and pleasant car to drive at this point. Right, I'm gonna have to stop by the store and finish the recording, I guess. When I get home, I'm gonna check the adaptation values, make sure those things are on point, and basically I will be all done with this car. So that's going to be all nice for me. Just gonna make a U-turn here. I'm gonna actually let it idle for a little bit after the drive, because you don't know if the adaptation's locked in place, because they take just a little bit of time to lock in. Once they lock in, they will be in there always, like, you know, until you reset them or whatever the case is. It is what it is. All right, so this is it for me. This is Victor here at RestoreYourMercedes.com. Thank you for watching.